You're watching Fox 10 Arizona Morning with Ron Hoon, Rick D'Amico, Andrea Robinson, Kristen Anderson, and Corey McCloskey in HD.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Alexis Vance, going from a news reporter to a model. I'm modeling the Snore shirt for you. That's right. We're talking about ways to get better night's sleep, and we're sharing tips and tricks with you here at Valley Sleep Center. We'll have more tips for you after the break.
Well, I had some crazy dreams this morning.
Did you?
Yeah.
But
do you ever have these crazy dreams and you wake up and they kind of scare you, but then you go back to sleep, and then when you wake up later, like I'm saying now, I had crazy dreams, but I don't remember what they were.
Yeah.
All I know is they were scary enough to wake me up.
Back into a deep, deep sleep, huh?
Yeah. So some dreams are sweet, some dreams aren't, and sometimes you don't dream at all. You're tossing and turning all night long. Yeah. As a matter of fact, there was this great song called "Tossing and Turning."
We could have used that song,
We could have used that. I didn't sleep at all last night.
I was tossing and turning. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, now that we've sang it for everyone, if worries about maybe work or family keep you awake, one expert says counting sheep really does work.
Really?
Well, it's interesting. The same part of your mind that's racing, meaning you're considering lots of different things that are going on in your life, maybe office worries. That's where counting sheep came from. That the old wives' tale. It actually happens in the same part of your brain that processes those current things that you're worrying about. So in fact, if you're counting sheep, and it can actually crowd out the disturbing thoughts.
Wow.
I don't know. I've
now,
never.
Have you ever done that in your life?
Count sheep?
Yeah.
Never.
Never.
Never. I go to bed with a list in my head, and I wake up with a list in my head.
Yeah. Yeah,
so.
Me too.
All right. Well, not getting a good night's sleep, it actually may kill you. I hate to say this, but it's kind of alarming, this new study out.
No kidding. Tell me about it.
It's out from Penn State. They find that those who get less than 6 hours a night were 4 times more likely to die of any cause.
Of any cause.
Any cause.
So Alexis Vance is live to talk about what influences the quality of your sleep. Alexis?
A very sleep-deprived Alexis Vance. I don't know if I'm the one that should be talking about this, but you guys know we don't need a study to tell us when you don't get enough sleep, you feel it in your body, you feel it in your mind all day, and it does. It affects the rest of your week, the rest of your life, according to that study. So we are here at Valley Sleep Centers, and Lori Ledley, you're the president here, and you're going to give us some tips and tricks to getting a better night's sleep.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Let's start off with the sleep wedge. We have a very nice model demonstrating that for us this morning. Who does the sleep wedge help, and how does it work?
Many patients struggle with gastric reflux, which is also heartburn. So there's something that you can buy in retail stores called a sleep wedge. And basically what this does is it elevates your head so that you don't get that obstruction coming up with the acid that can also obstruct your airway and interrupt your sleep. So what it is that they have different degrees of it. This is a lower one. We can show this.
And how much does this run?
This one was $29, so very inexpensive.
Not bad. It's worth giving it a try.
And I got a 20% off coupon, and it was cheaper than that. So
perfect.
Basically, you can lay like that. You can still put your pillow there, and that will help you not have the gastric reflux.
Let's talk about the Snore shirt, because that's another pretty easy thing that you can buy that maybe could cut out snoring.
Yes, many people snore, and actually the wedge will help with snoring as well. But this is something that they sell, but you can also make your own. You can just take a regular T-shirt and sew tennis balls in it. So if you have mild snoring that's non-associated with sleep apnea, or positional snoring that we call it, you can put this on, and it prevents you from rolling on your back, because many people will snore only on their backs.
So put this on your back, and then hopefully it'll keep you from flipping over. And then you brought this in. What is this, and how does this help?
In order to initiate sleep, you need to have a cool, dark, comfortable environment. And we suggest that you take a shower or a bath, because that will cool down your temperature. Okay. Well, there's some new temperature control technology out there, or a gel pad or gel mattress. And this is something, it's kind of like a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
Which everyone loves.
Right, everyone loves those, but you need to realize that that actually absorbs the heat of your body and can heat up your mattress. Well, there's some new technology out there. This is gel. And the gel can cool down your body, which is what needs to happen in order for sleep to onset.
Where can you find one of these, a gel pad?
I found this at the Sleep Number bed store, but they have them online everywhere, even like Target, Walmart had something, so all different stores have them, but you have to order them, and they're pretty pricey.
And our last but very simple suggestion is to wear an eye mask. We have the phone next door to the bed right there on the nightstand. That's where many of us keep our phones, and that can disturb your sleep. How?
Well, when light comes into the brain, it actually stimulates the brain to be awake, which is how our whole biological clocks work. So basically, if you're having a phone next to your bed at night, the best thing to do is just turn it off completely.
Right.
But if you have any type of light coming in anywhere, you can use an eye mask, and that will simulate darkness and help you fall asleep.
And they've been around forever, very affordable. Lori, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And you guys, I asked Lori earlier, how much sleep should we be getting? Because you hear about people that run off of 4 hours and they say that they're fine, but the correct amount of sleep for an adult, 7 to 9 hours. So that's what you should be shooting for.
And that hasn't changed over the years and years and years. Usually they say about 8 hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that would be like a dream come true.
Yeah.
Right, Alexis?
It sure would. We'll get there, Andrea.
When you're a young mother and you got little babies, and it's kind of hard.
That's far off. 8, never. Not on this schedule. And being a mom, you never get 8 hours.
Never get 8 hours.
Nope.